Hey YouTube, it's Grace and welcome to episode 43 of my series where we make every single painting from Minecraft in real life, and this week we are doing the Cavebird painting, which is another one of the new ones. And just a reminder before we start this video, I do have tutorials of these paintings on Etsy, so if you would like to download those and follow along to try and make any of these paintings for yourself, feel free, those are there for you. But without further ado, let's get into it. This is the painting that I'm going to be making next. It is titled Cavebird, and I zoomed in and counted. It is 48 by 48 pixels, and I'm going to be using a 20 by 20 inch canvas. Now that I have it unwrapped, I just need to calculate the size of each pixel, and the way you do that is super simple. All you do is take that 20 inches and divide it by 48. So in this case, it gets me 0.416 technically. So then I'm going to mark every 0.416 inches all the way across all four sides. And then I'm either going to use this ruler or this yardstick over here to connect all of those lines and make the grid. So here's how the grid looks, completely drawn out. Next, I'm going to add a layer of this clear primer just to seal in the pencil, because otherwise it would turn the paint gray or the side of my hand would get gray, and I don't want to deal with that. Just finished applying the primer, so I'm going to leave it here to dry for a while, and then I will start on the design. Now for the border, I'm using this brownish red color here. I mixed this ages ago, so I don't really remember how I made it. But I really want to mark out this guy this evening because he looks kind of cute. I don't know why. I just marked this out so that I don't get confused. I'm going to mark him out, and then I'm going to fill in the border, and that'll be it for today. I'm just starting with the black pixels along the bottom, just matching them up on here, and then next I'm going to do the outline and then fill everything in with gray. Alright, so this was my goal for today. I'm going to let it dry now because I can't really touch it without getting paint on the side of my hand from the border. I'm filling in some more pixels around the bottom right corner. Here you can see I did some like warmish browns and like a goldish color. Now I'm doing some dark browns, I guess lighter browns, and then I'm going to fill in this yellow section here, as you can see. I've been filling in some more shades of brown around this area. I did some darker teals in the corner, some black and browns in this corner, some black and teals up here. And this is the progress that we're making so far. Next, I'm working on this lighter brown color, which it looks lighter in person than on camera for some reason, but I'm filling out the lighter sections of the browns here. Next, I'm working on these lighter parts of the painting. Here you can see some like whitish, cream, and gray colors here. So I'm filling those in, and then it's going to transition up to some teals. So for the lightest one, I just mixed this, which was mostly white with a little bit of dark titanium white, and then to get the gray color, I just added a little bit of light gray. I feel like I'm making really good progress for today, which I'm super happy about. I'm going to take these colors here and then do the same thing up here. You can kind of see the bottom of that one, and then above the teals goes up there. For the teals, I just used a bunch of different shades of blues, greens, whites, grays. I really didn't measure anything. I kind of just used my heart. Next, I'm filling in some of the missing pixels in this bottom right corner. Some of those were different shades of gray. I also noticed that there's some green, so I am just using the colors that I've already mixed either for this painting or for other paintings and filling those in. Okay, this really hurt my brain, but I filled in all the missing pixels in this bottom right corner. So now I'm moving over to the bottom left corner, just looking really closely with my reference and filling in all of the pixels down here that I've missed so far. And I'm starting with this greenish brown color, which I just took this pre-existing brown that I already had a little bit of green in it and mixed a bunch more green in it. I and moving on to this top left corner here, I already have a lot of the blues and teals filled out, so I'm mixing a dark grayish teal color. It looks super gray on screen, but in person it's a little more blue. And I'm gonna be filling out those pixels around the border here. You'll see it kind of curves, so I'm just doing that. Here's a progress check for the end of today. I think I'm doing pretty good. I'm working on the top right corner now, which are just a bunch of different shades of grays and bluish grays. So I'm just kind of zooming into each individual pixel, looking at the reference and matching it the best I can without being, you know, too crazy about details. I think next I'm gonna start blending these darker bluish gray shades into a lighter one, which then will transition into this section here. So you can see from close up, it looks pretty harsh, but when you like zoom out, you can tell it's more of like a spotlight or circle effect. So we're just gonna try to match that. I'm just gradually working my way lighter with these grayish blue colors by taking whatever color I'm using and adding some super light gray to it. So I got most of the dark ones filled out, and then with the surrounding areas, I'm just gonna be using this kind of cream color and then the super light gray. Okay, so now we have this corner done, and here's how it's looking from further back. So really all I have to do is fill in all these missing ones here. This is the last pixel I have to paint for the first coat. We are officially done. Now, as always, I want to give you the disclaimer. This is the rough draft. I know that this does not look like the finished product yet. I have a lot of fine tuning to do, a little bit of color adjustments, some blending. For the second coat, I'm starting by doing the blacks. I'm just going over them again, which is what I'll be doing with everything on the second coat. I won't adjust the colors too much, maybe a little bit here and there, but ultimately I'm just trying to clean up the lines and make the paint more opaque because you can still see the grid through it in some spots. So I filled in some of those brown colors. You can totally tell which ones are filled in again and which ones aren't. The second coat makes so much of a big difference, which is part of why I like doing it so much. Here is the second coat, pretty much done. All the lines look so much better, all the colors look so much more opaque, and I'm really happy with this so far. So now we get to bring it to life. For the blending part of this painting, I will be taking these two colors, mixing them 50-50, and then kind of softening everything. I'm gonna be doing that same process with all these colors here. So blending these two 50-50, blending these guys. These ones here are probably fine, but all of the browns as well. If you've seen any of my other painting videos, you'll know that this is the last step of my painting process. It just blends everything together, adds more of a pixelization effect, if that's even a word, and I just really like how it looks, so I do it. I realized that this center piece here was just like a little dark, especially with the grays. So what I did, I've been taking this shade here, I just mixed it slightly lighter and slightly bluer, and it's looking a lot more cohesive, and I'm really liking it. I think I'm at the very end where I'm like, I really can't tell if I'm done or not, but I think I am. After overanalyzing that for a little bit longer, I decided that yes, actually, I am done. So here is the final reveal for this painting. I think it's so cute, so cool. I love it. Here's a close-up so that you can see all of those details and blending colors that I added. And here it is from further back. I always love how paintings look when you like take a step back and actually see the big picture. I actually have 4 paintings total now that I have for sale. I do a really bad job at advertising these, but these two are 20 by 20 inches. This one's 18 by 18, and this one is 12 by 24. I don't do prints of these paintings for copyright reasons, but I would love to sell the originals to some Minecraft lovers out there because I just do not have the space to display them all. For shipping and cost reasons, I can only really ship to the US, unfortunately, but if you are interested in this painting or in any of the other 3 that I showed just a second ago, send me a message on Instagram. If you have an offer or anything, I can be flexible. I think I have 7 of these videos left to do, so I am excited to wrap up this series hopefully in 2026 and then see what the future has for me. But anyway, that just about concludes this video, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will hopefully see you in my next one. Bye!